Justin Schultz, the odd man out.
Justin Schultz sandwiched back there.
Schultz is a healthy scratch.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy when you're a scratch. I haven't been that before.
How important is this next season for both Schultz and the Oilers to know where they're at?
It's massive.
I need to be better. It's simple as that.
Ryan Rishaug has seen Justin Schultz's roller coaster ride firsthand, so let's join him in Edmonton to delve into this a little bit further. And Ryan, we get the sense that both Schultz and the Oilers are pretty anxious for this kid to go from great promise to a great performer.
Geno, Justin Schultz is now 25 years old. He's no longer a young defenseman in this league, yet he is still trying to prove something to himself and to his organization. The question, can he be a top 4 defenseman? A lot of people think so. He hasn't shown it so far. Now, he is currently playing out the second one-year contract in a row, and that in itself is a clear message to Schultz how far he has to go.
It's kind of in the back of your mind, yeah. You don't like being on one-year contracts, so you gotta, I need to have a huge year here and show that I wanna stay here and play here for a number of years. So it is a big year.
Fit. Numbers way up from where they were last year. Strong mentally and confident, open, willing to learn and asking questions.
He's had winning seasons in San Jose and coached all those players like you just said, and he's tremendous. So we all love having him here, and it's been great so far.
Well, he definitely seems a lot more mature this year. I think he had a great summer of training. Just got a chance to play with him in Calgary. He was very dominant. We always make jokes about Oklahoma City Schultz when he played down there and how dominant he was, and he looked like that the other night in Calgary.
I want to be a plus player and improving my defensive zone. I think that's huge for me, and if I do that, then it improves the team too.
Schultz played very well in an exhibition game here Wednesday night against the Winnipeg Jets. And one sign, it's a little thing, but it showed perhaps a different mindset from Justin Schultz. In the first period, Schultz went flying into a scrum in defense of a teammate. Ended up at the bottom of the pile, but that doesn't matter. That is not something we have ever seen from Justin Schultz in his time in the NHL. And Geno, perhaps that signifies a new understanding of the commitment level it's going to take for Schultz to take that next step and perhaps end up on a long-term deal.
Okay, Ryan, everybody keeps using the potential word. Everybody looks at them and says, wow, there's so much potential. There's so much raw material there. What do you see there?
Well, it's time to stop that conversation, Geno, because this isn't a 19-year-old kid anymore. He's 25 years old, and watching him play in his rookie season in the National Hockey League, he was dominant offensively. He can quarterback the power play. He makes all those great plays, but then after that, it just dropped off. I know the Edmonton Oilers are horrible defensively, and he was amongst a D-corps that had no idea what they were doing back there. But for a player this talented, you can be great on the power play, you can pass the puck, you can shoot it, but if you don't compete in your own zone and have no idea what you're doing out there, you're just a liability, and that's what he has to do. In Calgary, Dougie Hamilton's an example. I watched him last year. He went in the corner, and it was a nasty cross-check to somebody right in the small of the back, and I said, you know what, this guy's understanding, maybe through the tutelage of Chara, that it's all about competition, not just offensive numbers.
In fairness to Schultz, he's not the young guy, not the only guy to go through this kind of an issue. If you were on this team, either a teammate or somebody in management on the Oilers, how would you help him?
Well, it's time to draw a line in the sand with this guy. You just have to say to him, look, if you don't go out there and compete and be our most competitive defenseman, you're not going to play. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how good you think you are. It's time for the Edmonton Oilers to have accountability, and they have to say to this guy, you be our hardest working defenseman, you stay in the lineup. If not, you're coming out.